Good afternoon. I want to welcome everyone here. You can come in and find a seat here. We'll get started. I want to welcome you to the program of the youth conference here. We've had a good time singing together and learning some songs, and just a blessing to spend time together singing, and so we want to share that with you. To begin with, we're going to have a congregational song. I'll ask everyone to stand that is able and turn to number 70 in the church hymnal.
Worship the King. out and come unto him. Yes, you must become as a little child to share in the kingdom of God. Come unto Jesus, run into his arms. Come unto Jesus, and you can share the kingdom of God. Oh, you must become as a little child, come unto
intermission, we're going to have a children's class. And we're going to do a little different. We're going to have the children come up and sit down on the stage, on the platform here. So if you don't mind, little children, however old you want to come, you can come sit down here. If you boys want to make a row along the back, and the girls can maybe sit in front of them. Anybody else want to come? There's still plenty of room up here. All right. Now, before we start, I'm going to go in here. I'll come back very soon. Okay. Now, when we have children's class, we often start with a memory verse, right? But today we're not going to have a memory verse from you. We're going to say a memory verse that I want you to say. Does somebody know what the very first verse in the Bible is? The first verse in Genesis? You know? That's right. Let's all say that together. Can we all say that? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Can we say it again? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. So, that is telling us that way back before there was a world, before there were little children, before there were trees and sky and sunshine, there was God. And God made all of those things one at a time. Does somebody know what was the last thing that God made? Do you know, Wilson? What was the last thing that God made? Man. He made man last. And then after he had made man, he rested. Yes, ma'am. He also made women. That's right. He made them a little bit after the men, but it's about the same time. So he made people last, and then God rested. So now God made man out of dirt. Now I have some balloons here, and these balloons are not men, but we're going to pretend that this little green balloon, we're going to pretend this is the first man. What was his name? Adam. So we're going to pretend this little man was Adam. God made Adam out of what? What did he use to make Adam? He made him out of dust, or out of dirt. Now, can dirt be alive? No, dirt can't be alive. So, how did God make the dirt man be alive? What did he do for it? Somebody know how he came alive? Do you know, Stephanie? Can you say it a little louder? He breathed into him. Now, I got to go get my breath of life. Now, this is not the breath of life that God used, but we're going to pretend this is the breath of life, because the Bible says that God breathed into Adam the breath of life, and it says man became a living soul. And so we're going to put some breath of life into this balloon. All right? Now I got to go get a string. See if I can do this. I don't know how to tie strings very good, so I'm going to have to just give it a whirl here. All right, we got my balloon. Now, this balloon wants to go up in the sky. And now we're not going to let it go all the way up in the sky. But that's because this balloon has helium in it. And you've all seen balloons like this before. Now, do you know how Adam was different than me when God made him? How was Adam different than me? Does somebody know? Adam was different than me because he couldn't sin. Adam, not that he know that God didn't make him that he couldn't sin. But when God made Adam, he had never sinned, right? Adam was perfect there when God first made him. However, Adam, first of all, was perfect, just like God is perfect. And so he could talk to God. He could kind of go up there. My balloon's losing some helium. But he could go up there, and he was just light. His spirit was light, just like God's spirit. But then you know what Adam did? What did Adam do? Do you know, Gabriella? He sinned, that's right. And when Adam sinned, something happened to him. When Adam sinned, all of the helium went out of his spirit, and he didn't float anymore. Now, if he wanted to talk to God, he couldn't float anymore. Adam's spirit had changed. And so Adam tried some things. Adam said, I can put some air in there, and I can try to fly again. But it didn't work, right? Because Adam's spirit had changed. Adam's spirit was not the same anymore. So, that was how Adam changed. Now, I have another balloon here. And this balloon, this is a man named Joe, all right? This is a man named Joe. He's not a real person, but this is a man. And we're going to pretend that Joe, when Joe was a young boy, he was pretty good. He was a pretty good child. And he grew up, and he walked around, and he saw that he was just a little balloon. And other people had big balloons. And so Joe said, I'm going to try to put some air in my balloon. And Joe said, oh, that looks pretty good. I go to church, I sing, I can pray to Jesus. I look pretty good. But you know what Joe's problem was? He didn't actually have any helium in him. Where did my balloon go? I got another one here. Joe didn't actually have the Spirit of God in him, because the Spirit of God is the only thing that can make you float. So, one day, Joe was at church, or maybe he was with his parents, I don't know. But he heard that if you talk to Jesus, and if you tell Jesus that you want some helium inside, Jesus can put some helium in you. And so he went over to Jesus. And now, when you talk to Jesus, you don't ask him for helium, but you ask him to give you a new heart. And so a new heart is kind of like putting helium in a balloon. And so Jesus put some helium in him. And let's see if I can do this again. And Job felt so light and happy. And Job goes running around to all his friends and he says, hey, Jesus loves me, he said. And he said, I love Jesus too. And being a Christian is so much fun because now my spirit is light and my spirit can go up in the sky. And up in the sky, then you can see Jesus with your spirit. And Job thought this was so much fun. And so Job started going through life, and he's having a good time. His balloon is very light. His spirit feels good inside. But one day, Joe, he said something he probably shouldn't have. Maybe he said something to his sister that was mean, or maybe he didn't do something that his mom told him to do. And some of the helium went out. And that was okay for a while. His balloon was still pretty big. But Joe never told God that he was sorry. He just kept doing bad things. And eventually, all the helium had gone out of him. And his spirit wasn't light anymore because he didn't say that he was sorry for the things that he had done. And so, Joe could tell that his balloon was pretty sad. And Joe said, oh, we need to fix this. That looks pretty good, right? And so we're going to go outside. Oh, boy. And it didn't work because when you try to fill yourself with something that is not God's Spirit, it doesn't work. If you try to fill yourself with, I don't know, games or with other stuff like that, it doesn't work. You have to talk to Jesus to give you a new spirit. And then when Jesus gives you a new spirit, then you can float like a helium balloon. Now, I don't know how how true that is for Christianity. But that, I thought, was a good way to explain it, that when Jesus puts a new spirit in you, then you're kind of like helium. And then you can float up in the sky, and life is so much better. But we can't do it by ourselves. We have to ask Jesus to help us. And then Jesus can put some helium inside, and then we are very light. Okay? So, that's the story of Adam and the first sin. And that is why all of us, when we sin, we need to do what? When you do something you shouldn't do, what should you do then? What should you say? Yeah. But you should say, I'm sorry. So when you do, it's because everybody, every human, they do things that they're not supposed to do. Everybody's going to do that. But when you do something you shouldn't do, then you can say, you're sorry. And then Jesus will put all the helium back in you. Okay? All right. That is all of my lesson for today. Maybe you can go back to your parents.
All right, turning our church hymnals
is mine. In the bright sunlight, ever rejoicing, pressing my way to mansions above, singing His praises, gladly I'm walking in sunlight, sunlight of love. Heavenly sunlight, flooding my soul with
harmony and unity. And I think it's just a testimony of the spirit of cooperation and blessing us with your God-given talents. So thank you, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Eric, for your willingness, and I know you took it serious. You worried about it, but you're very good. There's many we could thank here. I just want to mention a few for making this, but I've seen and heard a good weekend. The speakers, Kim and Clayton and Russell, David, and some of you spoke as well. It was a blessing. Encouraged myself as well. And there was the cooks and the committee and the whole congregation for hosting and adjusting your schedules. I thought it was a success. So thank you all. Thank you, youth, for coming. And I thought about. I wondered if some of you would be gone for this part, eat lunch and leave. That's sometimes a temptation. And as far as I could tell, most of you stayed. I want to commend you for blessing us with your presence. And so our prayer and our goal for this weekend is that as you go from here, you can be encouraged, strengthened at least a little bit in your Christian life, and more determined to go on and be faithful in your home congregations. An announcement here before we dismiss. All youth that are planning to be around this evening yet are welcome at Gene Hirsch's this evening, 5 o'clock. There's campfire and supper, I believe. And if you don't know where that's at, the home youth do, so you can find out, and you'd be welcome there. Is there anything else?
Maybe down by the river.
Yeah, down behind Gene Hirsch's, down by the river. Okay, thank you all for coming this afternoon. Let's stand and have a closing. Our Father in heaven, we bow before you. Now at the close of this service, we thank you for your goodness. We thank you for other believers that are trying to live life faithfully. We pray for each one of these youth that are here today, for what's going on in their life, that they can be encouraged, to be faithful, and to continue their journey with you as they go back home and serve and live there. Pray for each one of the rest of us here as well. Pray that we could be renewed and encouraged and go forward in faithfulness as well. Be with all those that will be traveling. We pray for your traveling mercies.